Alright, guys. I want to have a little chat tonight about what it's like to have scoliosis in your back. Now, I've had scoliosis ever since 8th grade. They found it when I was in 8th grade. They sent out people to my school to test us for it. And I went to my pediatrician at that time. I think it was some doctor way back then. And he said, I don't know how we missed this, but I was born with scoliosis. And my mom told me when I was walking as a little baby, learning how to walk, I would drag my left leg behind me. They never could figure out why I did that. And so scoliosis was the reason. So what is scoliosis of the back? It is a curvature of the spine. And the curve has varying degrees. If I stand up and you're looking at me, this shoulder is higher up than this shoulder. It's like I'm leaning this way, but I'm standing straight. And it's a form of arthritis of the back. So, what does it do to your body? What are the effects? In the summertime, like springtime, like right now, springtime, summertime, it's not so bad. I don't have back pain all that much. Sometimes I will. I'll have a good deal of it, but the most noticeable thing I notice about it is when I'm working my job. I work 7 to 5:30 most days at work. And about midway through my shift, about 2, 3 o'clock, my hips will start burning like fire. And I'm talking like so bad, it's hard for me to move. But I have to keep moving because I have to get done with what needs to be done. So I'll just take a bathroom break and I'll go into the bathroom and squat down against the wall, go towards the floor. And I can hear pop, 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 pop as I'm going down. And then when I stand back up, one more big solid pop. And then it's okay for the rest of the day. And it doesn't bother me. But in the winter time, when it's about to snow, where I live, it doesn't snow very often. But when it does, and the weather's coming in, I know it's coming because I can feel it in my back. Like, man, it hurts. It hurts so much that sometimes I don't even want to move. And when I try to get out of bed, it's like, it's a struggle just to get up out of bed. And I'll get up, stand up, and pop, pop, pop. My back starts popping. Sounds like bubble wrap. I've even called myself bubble wrap a few times, because that's what it sounds like. And let's see what else I can tell you guys about it. It causes some adverse effects for me. And what I've read on the internet, this is what happens with most that have it. It causes muscle weakness. Like your muscle definition isn't there because of that form of arthritis in your back. And so I can't pick up weight, like a lot of weight. Like my PV tube amp that I've showed you guys on here, I can't pick that up by myself. My dad had to pick it up and bring it in here for me and set it down on the floor. I can try to lift that thing. I can get it maybe that far off the ground before my back tells me you're doing too much. Stop. I can feel it. Feels like someone grabs my spine and pushes towards my chest. Like it's gonna push my spine straight through my chest. So it causes muscle weakness and muscle definition loss. And I read that over time, it can put pressure on your organs, like your lungs. And I don't know how true that is, but I'm starting to believe it because at nighttime, I wheeze. when I lay down to go to sleep. And it feels like my lungs don't expand and contract to their fullest sometimes. It feels almost like COPD, I'm pretty sure, or asthma. And like I say, if you look at me, if I'm standing up and you look at me, this shoulder is higher up than this shoulder over here. It's like I'm leaning this way because of that curve and the way it goes. And if I bend over to try to touch my toes, you can see that curve in my spine. And I have people run their hand up my back, like, feel that. And they get to that curve and go, oh, dude, does that not hurt? Oh, yeah, it hurts. And then sometimes I can do this, and you can hear pops in here, in the back of my neck. And it doesn't limit everyday life, like something like a broken bone would, but it does cause challenges. And I've been made fun of because I'm leaning this way, and they're like, what are you doing? Why aren't you standing up straight? Well, I am, but my back doesn't make it look like it. And me not being able to lift, like, weight. Like, I went to PE class one time, and we had to do weightlifting. I couldn't even lift the 45-pound bar with no weights on it because I would push up to try to get it up off of the weight bench, and my back would just say, no, can't do it. And if I tried, it would pop. And that is your body saying you're pushing too hard. And like my amps, I have a little PV Viper in my closet that I take out and play. And it's like a little 75 watt 112 combo. And I have to have my friend or whoever I'm going to play music with carry it for me because I can't carry it myself. Well, I can, but I can only get it about this high off the ground for maybe a minute and a half before my arm will start to shake and my hand will want to lose its grip and my back says you're pushing too hard. And so, I wanted to let people know about it. And some of you out there that may have that in your back, let me know if yours is any different than mine, because there are a lot of different curvatures that it can make. Some are less prominent, others are more severe. The more severe it is, the more adverse effects you get from it. But it is rough. And when wintertime gets here this year, I'm dreading it. Especially if we have a cold winter. Oh man, it's gonna suck. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that for just a minute here. Not a very long video. And I never knew that I even had it until 8th grade. I went all those years. Like, I would carry my book bag before I was diagnosed. I carried a book bag instead of getting a locker with all of my subject books, like math and science and social studies and history. And it would just kill my shoulders and my back. And I would get home from school and take my backpack off and still feel that weight pushing down on my spine and pulling down on my shoulders. And I was like, what's wrong? Like, why can't I get rid of it? And then I was diagnosed with scoliosis. And it's not a terrible thing to have, but it's not comfortable. And so, what can they do for it? That's what I set out to figure out once I was diagnosed. And they said, well, you can wear a back brace up until you're 25. And then if I chose to do that and I wore the back brace, all it would really do is just make things easier as far as lifting and taking the burning out of my hips, stuff like that. And then they said the ultimate permanent fix for it is surgery. Back surgery. And I've known some people in my family and other people that I know through friends that have had back surgery and they never come out of that procedure completely perfect again. Either they can't sit down for a long time, their back is completely shot within a year, or they can't stand up for long periods of time. So I chose not to do that. I would just live with it and let it progress and see what happens. They say the doctor told me at some point it will disable me. But I'm going to keep going and keep on doing what I do. If it ever disables me, then that's the way it's meant to be. So, if any of you guys out there have scoliosis, let me know how much different yours is than mine. Do you have anything that I don't experience? Or do you have some of the same things that I do experience? I'd like to know and learn a little bit more about it because I've only researched it a little bit. So just let me know. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little chit chat. And everyone have a good night. And guys, take care of your bodies. If your body's telling you you can't do something, don't push it. Because sometimes if you push too far, there's no going back. Your body will tell you if something's wrong. So, let's talk a little bit about something else before I cap this video off here. This is on the video game subject. Alright, so one night back in 2012, I decide I'm going to go look for a used video game to play because I need something to do. Something new to play. I find Doom 3 BFG Edition on PS3. And it had 1, 2, and Doom 3. All of them on there. And I get Doom 1 fired up. Start playing that game. I love it. It's my favorite first-person shooter. I play on ultra violence if I play a Doom game. That's the only difficulty anymore that seems fun to me. Because there's hundreds of enemies to just mow down with a shotgun or plasma rifle or chain gun or any gun you'd want to use. Just a lot of fun. Blood and gore, in your face, awesomeness with cool music. So, I'm playing this game, right? There's 4 episodes to this game to complete on ultraviolence until you're done with the game. And for whatever reason, as I'm doing this game, I don't want to leave my room. I want to just keep playing. So I'm drinking Pepsi because I'm thirsty, eating barbecued Vienna sausages, and dipping Copenhagen long cut. And I finished the game, and I noticed I'm sweating. And I was like, man, must have been a really crazy game experience to make me sweat like that. And then I'm sitting here, and I have this fear feeling come over me. Like whoa, like your fight or flight kicked in, like you're afraid of something, like an anxiety attack. And then I started getting nauseous and pain in my chest, into both of my shoulders and both of my arms. And I'm freaking out. I was like, I think I could be having a heart attack. This is it. Like, this is what it's like to die of a heart attack. I'm going to do that. But I didn't go to the doctor because I just thought maybe from all the crap I've been eating and drinking, the Pepsi and the Vienna sausages and the Copenhagen, probably just gave me really bad heartburn. And so I didn't go to the doctor. I went, but it scared me to death. I thought I was dying. And then I went to sleep and woke up the next day, and my chest still hurt. It didn't hurt like a deep crushing pain, it was more burning. Like a burning pain right in the middle that went all the way across. But eventually, it all went away. And I've played that game on ultra violence several more times, completed the whole thing, drinking Pepsi, and eating not the barbecue Vienna sausage, but the originals, dipping my Copenhagen, and that night I was chewing gum too at the same time. Like after my dip, I take my dip out, chew me some chewing gum. So maybe, I don't know, all that stuff maybe just gave me really bad heartburn. But I haven't ever had an episode like that since. You know? But it really, like, it freaked me out, man. I was like freaking out. I haven't had an episode like that since. Knock on wood. But just a little something extra I'd throw in there, just to have something to chit chat about for a minute. But yeah, like if something like that, if your body is telling you something's wrong, listen to it, man. Because once this happened to me, this whole chest pain thing, I got on the internet, started researching, and I was convinced I had a heart attack. Stay off of that WebMD crap, man. That thing will convince you you're dying. It will. So, and it says on there somewhere, I was reading, and it was like, your body knows that something's wrong before you do, before your brain figures it out. And so your body will tell you when you're pushing too hard or you're overdoing it. So just listen to it. Take care of yourselves. So everyone have a good night. I hope you enjoyed the little chit chat here. And if anybody out there has scoliosis and yours is different than anything I've described on here, let me know in the comments. Because I'd like to learn a little bit more about it. And if you guys have found something that has alleviated the back pain that we get sometimes, let me know that too. Because I would like to know. I would appreciate it very much. So everyone take care. Thanks for watching these videos, and subscribing. I've only got 10 subscribers, but I never thought I'd have one. So it's pretty cool. And I appreciate all of you. Everyone take care.